Happy Monday, everybody. What's going on? Good to see you. Sorry, it's been a little bit. Wanted to come on, let you know what's been happening in my world. How I'm getting consistent sales, and it's more consistent across Amazon, which is great. And then eBay as well. What I'm working on eBay, I'm really not listing anymore, which is great. And not great. So that's kind of when I want to talk about consistent activity and sales and how that all kind of works together for me. I also want to hear about either in the chat because we're live in the chat. Here, let's see in the chat or comment down below after the show or tomorrow or the next day, whenever you watch it. But what are you doing consistently to get consistent sales? That was kind of redundant, wasn't it? All right. Rusty Raccoon, how's it going? He was first. Karen, Tanya, Tiffany, what's going on? Hey, Alex, what's up? Yeah, Tiffany, Eat Sleep Amazon. You're sending in stuff all the time into Amazon, which is great. My thrifting, I still go at lunch every day, but I should show you what I picked up every day. Now I hand that off to the person that's doing it for me. So it's getting a little harder for me to show you guys what I picked up that day because it's usually a couple days old. So I'm going to show you what they started buying things for me as well. So I want to show you what how they've learned from me what to pick up and show you what they picked up. And I'm kind of leaning a little heavily on them to thrift at the moment, just because now it allows me to concentrate on Amazon. Now, what's interesting about Amazon, hey, Mike, what's going on? To Crazy Card. Hey, Jill. Hey, Blackberry Trader Geo, Thrift Hunter, what's up? Jeremy. I've been sending consistently in Amazon. Now, what's crazy is if you're not on Amazon, get on Amazon. At least list merchant fulfilled. But for me, I'm going to give an example, and also in the chat, guys, for those of you that sell FBA, do you guys see this? I'm sending my hats in, my listing, and we're all kind of like $24.99 on price, and these are for hats. They do not have Prime badges, and I believe I'm getting a buy box because I'm FBA. I am running out of my inventory because I have the buy box where everyone else is merchant fulfilling and they do not have the buy box. That's what I'm seeing on my listings. I don't know how true and consistent that is. But it's been, and you could see all my listings. I am the only FBA person. Hey, Robert, I'm the only FBA person on that listing. Now, is that why I'm getting the buy box? I don't know. Hey, Tommy, what's up? Yeah, Amazon, to Tommy's point, is 100 times more scalable just because I'm sending in 100 hats at a time. And just like I did eBay, now I apply the same mindset I did to eBay. List consistently, put the right product out there, and get it up. Same thing for Amazon. I've grown onesie-twosie listings, but mainly I'm concentrating on hats. And I'm trying to get more SKUs of hats with more quantity. So I started with 2 or 3, and I probably had 20 to 30 each. Now I think I have 7, going to be close to 8. So I'm trying to get that inventory scaled up on Amazon. And as the bearded picker would say, Amazon FBA is basically recruiting another employee or person to help you, because bagging stuff and sending it all one box, which was pretty easy, I say. Won't be long. Someone else will send in the same product, make that money, Chris. Yeah, that's true. So if you have the stuff, ship it in or list it on eBay. And that holds true for eBay. Because if you sit on it for too long in both platforms, someone else is going to list it, undercut you, or get the sale before you do. Fortress of Solitude, have you noticed any automatic ungating in big brands due to high volume? I have not. I don't look to go on the high brands, the big name brands. The only thing I look for on Amazon for the big name brands are electronics. I don't go looking for that product. I know others do. They'll go and try and get ungated. I stick to what I'm ungated in. Here, I'll show you my graph. I haven't showed my graph in a while, but it's crazy. It's just like eBay. Consistency leads to higher sales. Today I had 5 sales, $125. See, sorry, it's hard for me to say. There you go. So that's when I started consistently sending in shipments. Now, that's not huge numbers. Sorry if you guys didn't concentrate on that. 5 for 125. I'm mainly doing between 100 to 300 a day. That's gross. That's not net. My average, if you guys want to know, my average per hat is based on. So this is wholesale stuff. I don't know if I've shown you on my videos what I get, but I probably net between 10 and 15 a hat. And that doesn't include my electronics. My electronics, it's onesie twosie. But the one thing I don't get about Amazon is people will lower their price when there's 10 other people that are $20 higher than their price. I get if they want to dump it, but why lower the price and limit yourself to get that sale? I guess people don't understand what it's worth. Buying clearance is a hamster wheel. Wholesale is definitely the way to go. Yeah, so I have a wholesale. I do the hats wholesale, and then I have the closeout liquidation. Not liquidation. It's more closeout. That's the sports stuff. My suppliers on the sports stuff have been quiet recently. So for those of you, I don't want to get too far in the video here without mentioning, but if you're not part of the Facebook group, love seeing your pictures over there. Head over there. I've been trying to post some of my supplies in there. I know people ask me about hat stuff, hat boxes, hat bags. Do that as well. Head over there, give a follow. I love seeing what you guys pick up. They do the same on eBay. Yeah, that's right. See, eBay, I keep my prices, my kind of, main price on eBay is about $29.99. That is my average sell price. That doesn't include electronics. That's strictly polo shirts. Every polo shirt is basically listed at $29.99 with 5% off. Hey, Barb, what's up? So it also helps my lister because everything gets listed at $29. If it's brand new with tags, they up the price what they feel respectable, like $34, $39, depending on the item. I will go and look at the listings that go out there just in case I miss a price. So that's what I've been doing recently, and consistent activity. It's, for me, this personal opinion, it doesn't always have to be listing, right? You can go out there. I have best offer in all my listings. I'm always touching my listings. I say always. I'm always messing with best offer because I'm getting best offers all the time. So you're showing activity in your store. I send offers. If you got, everyone should have the send offers, right, on eBay. I'm sending offers sometimes. What else am I doing? I'm editing listings if I have to go and revise, make sure stuff is showing activity. Make sure you're going out there and touching it. And then I do the same thing for Amazon, not as much. For my top selling items on Amazon, I'll go out there and I'll check the listing. If I had a repricer, I probably wouldn't have to touch it. But I like seeing who else is selling that product because my wholesale stuff, there's not many people on it. I just want to make sure someone's not undercutting the price and where I stand on the buy box, because I can't tell you how many times I'm on the buy box, $2 or $3 more, and people are buying my product over the merchant fulfilled. Merchant fulfill is lower than eBay. They will get the buy box. Yeah, so I don't know what the cutoff is on the merchant fulfill versus FBA, what that flip over is to get the buy box. But I've had anywhere from 19 to 20 merchant fulfill, and myself was 25, and I still had the buy box. Hey, Dan, what's going on? So that's kind of how I'm showing activity. I'm messing with listings as well as putting product up there. Could you see eventually cutting eBay back to a small store of select items versus your big store? Tommy, if I could scale enough inventory on Amazon, I probably could drop it down. But what my goal is trying to get my eBay kind of working on itself, or by itself, I should say. If I could get someone to ship my product on eBay so I have someone bringing me product, I have someone listing that product. If I can get someone to ship that product, it is running by itself. And I will be glad to put the extra dollars in there. And I don't want to say it's free money at that point. I'm having people do the work for me. So maybe I would lower the store down, but I would still want it to run by itself. I'm two-thirds of the way there. The only thing I have to do is hang stuff up. You can see I got another rack up right there. Someone found she found a brand new Under Armour with tags. Tony, I have had items 20% higher than merchant fulfill and still had the buy box. Yeah. And what's crazy is I started with a bunch of my hats as merchant fulfilled, and I wasn't getting many sales. Once I send my hats in, that same hat, same style, same exact hat, I sell 4 to 5 a day. So it's crazy. And I heard someone mention on another YouTube show that one of their sellers or someone they talk to only buys items listed as Prime on Amazon. So think as the seller that buys that Prime or wants that Prime in 2 days, they're looking for that Prime item. When I search for boxes and I need inventory or shipping supplies, I want the Prime. I will pay an extra couple bucks to get that Prime in because I want it now. Now, some people with a little more capital won't mind spending $5 to get their hat in 2 days, but I'll take it. I've lost the buy box merchant fill in a few cents. Oh, really, Vicky? Crazy. Hey, Debbie. Debbie does sales. All right, so that's mainly what I'm doing on Amazon, ramping that up and trying to get eBay more self-sufficient. And I'm going to show you what my thrifter lister has picked up and kind of how they've taken, have seen what I've given them to list. They've taken that mindset and went and bought stuff for themselves. So here's how I do it. And I'll do another show probably dedicated to how I do it, but I pay them straight fee. So if they buy $20 worth of product, I reimburse their $20, and then I pay them a listing fee and a picture fee. And that includes measurements. So I didn't do measurements. I'm having them do measurements. So that's what the fee includes, and it's a straight reimbursement on the cost. So, all right, I'll save that one because this is probably the best thing they've picked up. I've had to go back and kind of say, hey, I don't want these T-shirts or I don't want these types of items. They did buy a couple shirts that were like kind of eh. So I've had to go back and say, okay, no more of those. Make sure it has XYZ. I do have a paper that I filled out that has titles, brands, what to look for. It's more of probably a read once and memorize it. But it's really a kind of a working document that they can look at. And what's interesting is if you don't have a person, I maybe recommend take someone to the thrift store that knows what you buy and have them look for things, because a lot of times people have a different eye, or make a video. You guys see that when I have my spyglass thrifting, a lot of people see other things that I don't see. So they're tending to buy things that I might have bought, but some of the stuff that I wouldn't buy, and some of that stuff is selling. So a different eye is not always a bad thing. They're buying things that sell that I wouldn't pick up. So we'll see. Yeah, no finder's fee at the moment. We'll see if we can get them more ingrained in the business. Maybe there'll be a finder's fee, but I have offered a extra monetary amount if they can find DVD combo players, and there's a couple other things I put on there. I added like an extra $5 per $50 sell price. So they know I've told them, hey, if you find a DVD combo player and it sells for 120 bucks, I'll give you another 10 bucks. So that's kind of another way I'm looking at it, Tony. Trying to build onto the price to get a little more incentive to look for things. And the other thing is I pay them an extra $1 for every item they buy themselves. So that incentivizes them to find product and right product. They're not just going to buy product knowing that I'm not going to like it because I won't use them anymore. They get an extra $1 per item for stuff they buy. All right, so they bought a soccer jersey. You see these a lot. These are soccer jerseys with the patch on them. Sometimes they have the patch, sometimes they don't. And this one will probably actually sell for a little more with the patch, but it is an old patch, 2015. But usually you'll see them just like that without the patch on them. They seem to be pretty consistent sellers. So referee jersey, if you look up any type of referee jerseys, they should sell consistently. Polo shirts are a little okay. They know I like sports teams. They know to look for the wicking stuff. They know the brands to look. This one is a little more heavier. It's not the wicking kind, but it does have Ohio State, and it is Cutter and Buck. So I'm probably going to have them be more selective on the polo shirts. So I probably wouldn't buy that one. Hey, Eric, what's going on? Soccer shorts, MLS shorts. These are kid shorts. And some of this stuff I'm okay with holding on to because the other side of my Amazon's kind of supplementing my income. So I'm okay, and I'm growing a lot of my inventory. Once the selling season kicks in, a lot of this stuff should be moving a little more quickly. But I still am getting sales, so there's not really a slowdown. So here's a pair of Under Armour shorts. I had them pick up 2 pairs of these. These are brand new. Shorts, Under Armour, there you go. Heat gear, these are pretty much brand new. If you can find, I find a lot of double XL and 3XL Under Armour shorts, just like this. They have no snags. I sold a 3XL pair of Under Armour shorts for $29. Definitely go for the bigger shorts because people will buy the bigger stuff. This is really cool. So they tend to find a lot of cool golf windbreakers. Keep your eyes out for these. This is a Callaway. Here's your Callaway logo right there. They do really well. These polo shirts, if you can find that brand of polo shirts, they do well. This is a hoodie. It's a lighter windbreaker. That does well. By cycling shirts, they pick these up a lot. Usually in your city, if you can find, this says Ohio State on it, Team Buckeye. These do hold a lot of resale value, but the problem is you might hold on to them for a little bit. So don't expect to buy these and sell them quickly. I did sell, I don't know if I told you guys, I sold my Oklahoma University bicycling shirt for $45. So definitely look for those. Here's the other pair of shorts. Another pair of shorts. Nike Jumpman. These probably won't sell. So I'll tell them not to pick those up. Who knows? It might sell. Sweatshirts. Sweatshirts a little slower mover, but Colt's nice. This is, I believe, a Majestic. Yeah, Majestic extra large. That's the logo if you want to look for Majestic. These also, nice resale value on those. Pick those up. It's got the sewn patch. Anything, really, anything with clothing that has a patch, a sport logo, really, I say ornate. Stitched in really nicely like that. That holds some quality. So that should catch your eye as you're walking through the store and looking for that sewn in quality. If you see the screen in quality, be a little more wary, and I probably would leave those. Pat needs to quit sourcing. Columbia, look at this. Columbia, almost another windbreaker vest. Really cool piece. I like it. It's like a vented. I always put vented in if there's a breathable pattern on the back. Or also, you can see back in here, it's got the vent in the back. Take pictures of the vent and list it as vented. I find a lot of people look for the vented as well as the PFG. If you can find Columbia, PFG does well. Pac-Man, appreciate the super chat. Thanks for the $5. Definitely appreciate it. Thanks, Pac-Man. And always everybody in the chat as well as Pac-Man. Thanks for always coming in. I know I've been a little slacking lately. I'll try to get a little more on the show. So cool shirts like this. This is, I never say this brand right, Slazenger golfing brand. This is almost like a wicking material, but if you can find golf shirts again with nice bright patterns, bright colors, those stick out on listings. So think about someone looking for golf polo shirts. The loud stuff typically does really well for me. Eddie Bauer. See, Eddie Bauer, I probably wouldn't buy Eddie Bauer, but this is, again, another nice, I don't think it's vented in the back, but it is have that vented on the inside. This is 2XL tall. So this might do all right. The other thing I'm toying with is paying them an extra $1 to put it on Poshmark. So I haven't really listed on Poshmark in a while. I do share just because I don't list, but trying to get that on Poshmark. Baseball season's full swing, literally. St. Louis. If you guys don't know your teams, look them up. Be careful between high schools, pro teams, and minor league teams. Hey, Frontier Flipper. Hey, Anita, what's going on? So just be aware of your logos. That stuff sells really well. And I'll show you a nice logo here soon. A couple more items and we'll call it Ohio State. This is Under Armour. This is a nice shirt. So Under Armour, Ohio State. Again, with the detail, the patterns, the piping on them, look for that. People look for that. And then embroidered. I like to put in my listings embroidered versus sewn or screened on versus patch. I call out patches too. Some people like having that patch. Hey, Derek, what's going on? Ever thought about having them polybag everything after they list it? I have thought about that, Pac-Man. The problem is I'd go through a ton of polybags. And it probably would save me time. So polybagging everything after it comes in. The problem would be is I'd have to line it even more than I do. I'd have to number it and put it in the right system. What I do now is I just hang it up by size and color. So I'm okay with hanging it up. But I have contemplated the polybagging. I would need a ton of polybags. Really cool Under Armour shirt. Look at that. Purple. And this is a size small, but look at that. Really cool pattern. Clean too. All right, last thing they picked up. And I'm okay with some duds because I'm still happy with what they're doing. I mean, you get the Eddie Bauer, you get the T-shirts. You'll make your money on it. But you come around some items that they pick up that you would never find because A, I don't go to the thrift stores they're going to. And B, I probably wouldn't have the time and I would miss out and someone else would buy it. So, and I've been finding this mostly with every lot or everything they've bought. There's always been at least a handful of items that have been amazing. So I'm okay with some of the duds. But look at this. This is a super cool Under Armour Notre Dame embroidered. So that's all embroidered. It's got the zip. This is all weather gear. Look at the zipper. High quality zipper. If you see a zipper like that walk through the store, I mean, you wouldn't just see the zipper, but you'd pick it up and say, look at that. It's got the tag in there. And then look at the back. The back is a big patch. So you can see it's all sewn in. So that right there, that's the money one right there. So that is awesome. And if you're thinking about doing this, maybe have someone start small for you. But what I do, they list, so on my spreadsheet, they tie this number out to the spreadsheet, and I can walk through that later. But they include the receipt, so I know the amount they paid. So that's reimbursable, and it's all tagged in the spreadsheet. So everything ties out. I can copy and paste it into my spreadsheet. So all that work of me inventorying, me lot numbering, and pricing, that is all done for me. So something to think about. Better watch this weather tonight, Columbus. Yeah, it's storming right now. I don't know about you guys, but it's been raining for days, and now it's thundering. So, Chris, when was the last time you bought a liquidation lot? I believe the last lot I purchased was the shoe pallet. Shoe pallet has not been doing well. Shoes are a little tougher, I think, just because people are looking for specific sizes, and I only have 1 or 2 sizes of one pair. So you getting ingrained across a bunch of shoe listings is kind of small. If you had a ton of shoes, I think I'd have better movement. But with my sizes and types of shoes, it's a little slow. So Joey, that's the last liquidation I bought. Pat the Reseller, where do you get poly bags? I get them from Amazon. I put a link in the Facebook group, Pat, that has the exact. I buy them in groups of 1,000 now. And that's what I use for my hats. Those are the big ones I use for my hats. I will put the smaller ones out. It's cheaper per to buy from Sam's Club. I was hoping to buy the cheap ones. I forget what mine were. I think it worked out to be 10 cents each. I forget. But I put them out there. And they're self-seal. And they're the nice peel because the last peel I had, I couldn't get them off my hand. They were all static. These ones fall right off, which is awesome. But yeah, self-seal all day. Oh, you tape it? These are self-seal, which are great. Awesome. And work great for FBA if you want to use them for FBA, because they have the suffocation label on them and they're self-seal. And they don't, I mean, they come off if you pull hard enough, but you most likely will rip them. So the seal is awesome on them. Do you tape it all the way across the seal? Tommy, no, my poly bags, they're self-seal all the way across. So I do not tape them and they stay on. Mike bought a huge lot of 100 motors. Holy cow. Hey, Scott, what's going on? See, I'd be afraid if I'd have to label everything a lot better if I did everything in polybag, because I have so many. For example, I have so many similar turtlenecks, Under Armour turtlenecks in the same color. When I pull something out, I like to match my listing to the exact item that I'm picking up, because I don't want to pick the wrong one up with a. I like looking at the tag, and I like looking at maybe there's a different tag at the bottom or on the inside of the shirt that I can compare against. Frontier lost power in Oklahoma. Whoa, 14 hours. That's not fun, especially when you want to get in the fridge. Huh. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I had tonight, guys. Thank you for coming on. Follow the Facebook group. Also, go to liquidationoh.com. I have not put out a new lot out there, but I do have some of my sports lots if you're interested. I believe I have a store page. I put my blog out there, and I need to update it. There's a bunch of links too. So if you guys want to see links, message me and I'll add the links to the links page, and then try and get it as a reference so everyone can use it. But thanks for coming on. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys later. See ya.